Hi there. Hi, everybody. This is Ray Teo from IQI Canada. And of course, this you see today is different. There's a lovely lady beside me, and she is Joanne Hatch, a good friend of mine many, many years ago. So today I'm so happy to have her here live. Actually, she is in Panama City. She's in Panama. And today she's going to introduce a little bit, tell us more about Panama as alone, and also see how people can migrate to Panama, and also why people are going to that beautiful country. It's nice and hot, right, Joanne? Say hi, Joanne.
Yes. Hello, Ray. It's so nice to see you, and thank you so much for having me on your program. I am just delighted, absolutely delighted, and I'm just so happy that we got to connect after all of these years.
Yes.
For those in the audience that don't know, Ray and I go back many years, probably more than 30 years. We worked together at a company called Remax Today in Windsor, Ontario, and Ray was in the office across from me. And I remember when he was young upstart, and we used to have listing competitions.
Yeah, we're still young. Come on, Joanne. It's only 30 years ago, but however, it's not that long.
Yeah, 1989 and 1990 is, well, I started in 88, but, and I believe I had to work at another company for 1 year before Remax would take me. And then, of course, that would have been 89 or 90. That is when I met you. So it's been a long time.
Yes, yes.
I've been in the real estate business and lived in Canada for many years. And in 2010, I retired and moved to Panama. It
There
was,
you go.
I love to travel, and of course, I don't like shoveling snow in Canada. And after traveling to like Costa Rica, and we loved it there, absolutely loved it there. And I remember on one of my vacations in Costa Rica, looking at real estate, and actually Remax offered me a job. And I remember saying to my mother, "Oh, I could do this." Here. However, when we went to leave, we met a man at the airport, and he said, "No, no, 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 no. You don't want to live here. It's too expensive. The crime rate is getting high. And there's a little country next to Costa Rica, and it's called Panama." And then he told me about this little town called Boquete. And it was the up and coming place for expats to retire. And I went, wow. So I went home that night, and when I flew back to Canada, and I, got on the computer and I looked at this and I went, oh, this is beautiful. And I did. So I came down, and then on my second trip, I bought some land and I built a house.
Wow, that is fabulous, right? Let's go to Bukit that you're talking about,
Right.
and see whether we can see where that location is. There you go. Here are the information that Joanne has provided me. If you want to know more about immigrating, how to get there, Joanne is the lady to look for. And she actually, you can see at this map, is right next to
Right
Bukit.
there. So if you see Costa Rica on the map, there's Chiriquí province,
Yes.
and I live in Boquete. Now, in Panama, there's, 3 or 4 really good spots for expats to move to. One is Panama City, and because it's a big, big, bustling city. If you like the city life, there's also the beaches, which is Coronado, and
Hmm.
then of course there's Boquete, which is in the mountains where the air is cooler. The scenery is breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking, and
Wow.
we are 1 hour from Costa Rica. And the other place is right above you on your cursor there, Ray, is Bocas del Toro.
Oh,
However,
yes. Del Toro here. Yeah.
it's on the Caribbean side, and that's a real popular destination. However, if you're young, the young
Hey, yes, I am. Come on, Joanne. We're still young.
you like to snorkel and fish and party, that's the place to be. That's where a lot of the young people go to. And
Wow. Okay.
Yes, but mostly, between Boquete, Panama City, and Coronado, those are the go-to destinations in Panama.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So, as you can see, what is the population actually in Panama?
It's about 4 million. It could be a little more. I should actually Google it. I think it's about 4 million. It was
Oh,
it was three point something million, but it's we are really growing. Yeah, population.
wow. And is that a hard process for people to, like, from Canada to immigrate to Panama?
Oh, no problems at all. Yes, our population was 4,381,000. And
Mhm.
as you know, I think I told you, um, okay, as I told you, Ray, that we have people coming in from all over the world, and for various reasons. When I first came here, it was mostly people, retirees, just looking to get out of the cold, not
Yep.
looking to shovel snow, and yeah, so that's the kind of clientele we were getting. And of course, the younger people would go to the city because they like a more active lifestyle. However, in the last couple of years, I have noticed that we are getting a lot more younger people, young families with children, and yeah, and they're coming in. Their number one destinations are the United States, Canada, Germany, a lot of Europeans, and of course with the COVID lockdowns and governments and people are just getting tired. They just want a nice lifestyle, beautiful weather, great swimming beaches, nice hotels. We have all of that. Yeah,
Oh, look at those. Wow. I just look at the fish and look at the weather. Oh, how's the weather like? Is there a
right.
tropical weather? Is beautiful, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, in Boquete, where I'm at, it's an average temperature of between 72 and 82 all year round.
Oh, this is the place, right? Bukati.
Or yeah, or in Celsius. Everywhere else, it's about 30 Celsius year round. I like
Hmm.
it a little bit cooler. I don't like it really hot all year round. It's too much.
Yes, yes. This is excellent, beautiful, and oh, it's a really good place for retiree. And as I told you that, people from Asia, they like hot weather. They sometimes they get. Canada is a beautiful country, mind you. Everybody loves to stay here, but sometimes they need another place like vacation home
Yeah.
or a hot place that they can go, just like Florida.
Yeah.
We have those snowbirds that go
Over.
to.
We have a lot of that. We have a lot of people that have homes here. They spend 6 months here and then 6 months back in their respective countries.
Oh yes, yes. So how long is a flight from Canada, Toronto to
They,
Panama?
yeah, well, Toronto has a direct flight with Copa Airlines, and you can like I the last time I flew to Toronto, I left early in the morning and I was home at 6 o'clock that night.
Wow. Okay.
Well, if you're Vancouver, it takes a lot longer. But at least Copa does have a direct flight, and it is my understanding there are going to be more direct flights out of Canada.
So you're saying that maybe 3 to 4 hours flight?
Yes, from Toronto, I believe it's a 4 hour flight. Like to Miami, it's three. So probably to Toronto, comfortably saying it's about four. Yeah, about 4 hour flight.
Wow, that's awesome. You know what? Every year I fly to back to Malaysia, Thailand.
Hmm.
It takes me, you know how many hours? 22 hours, 24 hours. Sometimes if I'm lucky, it's 20 hours.
Right, and you're tired of it.
Yeah, and also it takes a lot of time. You lose a day when you go there. When you come back, you gain another day, and your time zone is pretty mess up.
Right.
So that's why I was thinking that, oh my God, Panama is a very another paradise that Canadian can go there and don't have to waste so much time and traveling time. And also, you can still get a nice seaside or the resort area, and get a nice home there too for
Yep.
maybe
Yes.
6 months, 5 to 6 months a year.
And the Coronado area, there's a lot of like condos,
Oh,
close to
yes.
the ocean, and you can buy them for anywhere from 200 and up. And if you're not there, then they've got management companies that can take care of them, rent them out for you, and yeah,
So
it's
you're saying that the average price for two bedrooms condo in Panama,
in Coronado probably be 250. For a bit,
US dollar, or
they could go up too. Like they've got some real luxury buildings in Coronado. Yes.
so I saw some nice, beautiful homes there. So they are all in US dollar, Joanne?
Correct. Everything is US. We're on the US dollar here.
Oh, okay. So the average home would be you're talking what's the average home? Like in Toronto, we are looking at, oh my God, a home now is about 900,000 average for a townhouse. Not even a townhouse now. A townhouse is worth 1.3 million. So in Toronto, but again, uh, like if you compare to Windsor, Windsor is also not much cheaper now because the price has gone up like crazy.
Yeah. I just wish I would have kept my house.
That's what I talked to my client. She moved to US. She goes, Ray, you're not in Windsor for me. She sold her house and she moved to the States, Michigan. And
Yeah.
that's why she was saying now, I wish I would have kept it by then. Remember when it's 2001, 2001, after the 9/11, all the houses, every other house is for sale, right?
Right.
So that's where the headaches come, and lots of people are suffering. But
Yes.
however, now it's changing. So now another place is Panama. It would be a good location instead of going to Florida.
Stable, very stable economy. The banking system here is very strong. Yes, absolutely. And as I said, we are open for business. And to immigrate here, it's very, very easy. Now, if you are retired, um, then for a single person, you would have to bring in 1,000 a month. Okay. And that would have to be for life, like a permanent pension. If you're a couple, it's $1,200.
Wow, that's it.
That's it.
Oh my! And a lot of Canadian now. Look at this. We are baby boomers, right? Baby boomers now. A
Exactly.
lot of baby boomers are retiring. So I think me and you are part of that group.
Right.
So that's why I think you are the one who made the first move now from Canada to Panama. So which is a good link. So as for IQI Global Real Estate, as I'm in right now, we have 25 countries. Maybe in no time we'll link to Panama. So we might have an office there, and because we have it in Australia, in Bangkok,
Mhm.
we have New Zealand, Singapore, and eventually we have it in UK. So eventually we're gonna have it in Panama. So this is the first time I'm gonna talk to our head, a CEO that is coming. Actually, this Saturday he's coming. Our CEO is from head office is from Malaysia and Dubai.
Right.
So with 27,000 agents work globally and 25 countries.
Right.
So Vietnam also a big hit now. So that people are actually buying properties over there.
Mhm.
So instead of going that far on that route to Asia, people are buying properties. We have Chinese from mainland China, a Chinese Canadian from mainland China. They actually moved from China to Canada, and then they find it a little bit too cold, and they actually buying more properties in Florida. So I've sold some properties and referred to Florida agents, and they actually bought in Orlando.
Right,
Yeah, so Orlando, so they bought the properties there because their kids can go there because of the Disney World and blah blah, and the weather is nice.
right.
However, the weather sometimes when you go in winter in January, it's like 10
Maya,
to 16 degrees.
sorry, God.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, yeah, it's okay then.
Maya.
So yeah, this is a very nice Panama City for the audience, as Joanne is a little bit busy with her dog. So, however, yeah, so this is a very good opportunity, as we can see. Like, if you're thinking of buying in Panama City, there's Boquete, all right, Bosco de Toro. Did I pronounce it right?
Ocas del Toro.
Bocas del Toro. There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Oh,
And this Boca Chica, is that how it goes?
okay, Boca Chica is up and coming. Uh,
Oh,
it's a small community, and it's the best fishing in the world. So they have all kinds of fishing lodges and hotels there. However,
wow.
and there's some like beautiful homes. I mean, there's some really beautiful homes. Lots of land for sale there. We could use a resort. We don't have any good. We need more hotels
Hmm.
and stores. We need all kinds of stuff.
What
But
what about the land? Can Canadian come over and buy land in Panama?
yes, anybody can buy land, and you don't have to be a citizen or to be a or what we call in Canada land an immigrant, but you don't have to have your papers to buy land here. Anybody can own land. Now
Okay.
they do have okay, I only deal with land that is titled. Some areas like Bocas del Toro, for instance, it's ROP, which is right of possession. Very similar to Canada, how we have crown property. You know how you used to be able to have a cottage at a park,
Yes.
and you would have a 99-year lease, and when that 99-year lease was up, the government would tell you, get your house out of here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's they do have it on the ocean. You're going to see a lot of ROP. However, it will take some money and it will take some time, but you can get them titled. That's not a problem.
I see. Yeah, because different country have different law, right? Like for Thailand, you cannot own landed property, but you can own condos.
Yeah,
So that's what I like. Canada, we have a surcharge, right? You have to come and retain a fee of 15%
right.
for foreigner
Yeah,
tax. So now we just imposed it about a few years back, right? So a lot of foreigner they came to Canada, they purchased before that. So
right.
that's how our market was going really crazy. But last 2 years, Vancouver started, and then because everybody was purchasing in Vancouver, so that the property prices keep on going. And Toronto, they did the same. So now we have less foreign buyer because they have to pay the
Premium.
50%
Yeah,
premium. Yes.
yeah. We
So-
don't have that here. So only in Panama, when you go to sell your property, there is a 5% charge to the government.
oh, I see.
Yes. So would have your real estate commission at 5%, and then you would also have to pay five to the government. Now, there's sort of ways, it's a little bit of a gray area. Like, for instance, most of the homes we sell here are furnished. So when we go to register them at the registry department, some people have, you know, um, X amount for the furniture and X amount for the house. Right? So that's what would be on title. And that way, people do not pay like our property taxes are very cheap here. Like I built my house in 2008 and my property taxes are $300 a year.
What? Holy moly. You know what? Oh,
Other people pay nothing, zero.
no kidding. Here we have to pay like, 6, 7,000
Yeah,
a year just for the
well,
taxes.
you have to hear this, and this might be something interesting that your people might like to hear.
Right.
Like for instance, utilities. Now my home is paid for, so I have no mortgage payments, and my utilities cost me less than $200 a month.
Wow.
So my hydro is running me about $63. Okay,
Uh-huh.
a month, and my internet, that's cable TV, high speed internet, is $52.
Wow. Okay.
My propane, my gas, which is your for your cooking and showers. It's a big bottle of propane is $92, and it lasts for 3 months.
Wow. So the heating system is using propane.
Heating, there is no heating. We don't need heating, and we don't need air conditioning.
I know, eh? So it's because the weather is so nice. So
Yeah,
you're saying that the average is in Fahrenheit, or you're giving me in Fahrenheit or in Celsius?
well, that's in the Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, right? So what? You're talking about in the 70s?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
70s, 80s. Today was beautiful. Also, my other utility would be water and garbage pickup. And we were overcharged the last 3 years, and then finally we got it straightened out, and we pay $63 a year
Hmm.
for water and trash pickup.
You know what? I should organize all my. What about golf courses and fishing
Yes,
area?
yes. Coronado is the biggest for golfing, right? If people like to golf, because they have
Yes.
on the ocean, they've got condos, they've got golf and country clubs there.
Wow.
World class golfing. Boquete, we only have two golf courses. One up in Lucero, which is a world class course as well, and then we have one at Valle Escondido.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Which is a good. I could introduce the my golfing team to go there and investors to come along with me and go visit you, and you give us a really good insight of Panama.
I'll tell you, if anybody knows Coronado, it would be my boss, Mike
Oh,
Patel, and
oh,
he loves to golf, play tennis, and he lives on the golf course. He knows
wow, that would be a nice guy that I would like to meet because I'm also an
the bank.
vivid golfer.
He's an awesome guy, an awesome guy.
Excellent. So, yeah, that's also your boss. You're saying that he's doing a commercial. I'm a commercial agent
Right.
too, and also it's a good link that we I can organize a group, maybe a group tour yearly, and
Mhm.
bring the people in there, and you give us more insight about Panama investment in Panama's, so that way we get to know more because we usually organize a group of 16 twice a year to Florida. So I do have a group of golfers, and
Mhm.
we go there and look at houses and invest in Florida. And we come back here and they actually buy homes and invest it over there.
Yeah.
So if I maybe link up and go to Panama and start up, get to know more about Panama. Anyway, Panama is not that far from Florida, so
Oh,
just another hour flight.
great. We have, and what I like is that we have the Panama Canal. Like it is
Yes,
number one ship. I feel very safe here. I don't feel like I'm in danger in any way.
right. Oh, excuse me.
Well, that Panama Canal is well protected.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
and you know what? And we got through COVID okay. At first, it was a little bit rough. We had some lockdown. Women were allowed to go out 3 days a week for 2 hours, and men were allowed out 2 days a week for 2 hours. But during that time, it didn't last too long. But during that time, I went online, took courses. What are you going to do? But we still have to wear masks in public, right? When you go into a store. But walking down the street, we don't. But and it is my understanding that they're going to be dropping those mandates very soon. So.
Wow, that's good. So it's safe to move around. Yes.
Yeah,
But there are, of course, certain area that you try to avoid, right? Just like Toronto, you know.
sure, sure.
So there are areas that you can go.
Lovely people. They're super friendly. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, I don't speak Spanish, like, or very little. I get by. I
So
get,
their main language is Spanish.
yeah, yes, yeah. But
See, see, I speak Spanish too, right? See,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I was just teasing. Yeah.
No, but
So,
they're very gracious people. They welcome us in their country. Um, yes, and like obviously our audience tonight are Chinese. We have a very large Chinese community here. They've been here for generations. It is my understanding there's over 300,000 Chinese in every community, and
mhm.
the biggest concentration would be in Panama City. And they're all in business. There's real estate. Yeah, so it's a good thing.
Wow, excellent. So, how long have you been there, Joanne?
Well, I bought my property in 2007, and I built my home in 2 weeks, and then I moved here permanently in 2010. And I took 6 years off from real estate. I was retired, and it didn't agree with me. I like to work.
Okay, I know, eh? You're supposed to be there on holiday. And I know there's another friend of mine, like, Mark Lemieux?
Yeah,
Yeah, yes, yes. Mark is also, I'm supposed to meet up with him in Panama too, last year. No, 2020, before COVID hit
right, right.
in January.
Yeah.
And he was inviting me to join him in Panama.
Well,
That's why I was thinking of you too
know,
at that time. But COVID hit. I
yeah.
didn't get a chance to go there. And he goes there quite often. And is another good realtor friend who is doing really well in, uh, up north in French River. Is also another uh, lake and cottages, and he's doing really well. And he was going to Panama and was thinking, I said, hey, I should contact Joanne.
Well, you know who else is here is Mike Seal.
Oh,
He lives here. So he married a lady from Colombia.
okay,
Yeah,
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 yeah, excellent. So, wow, that's a very good insight of Panama for us. And for me, I haven't been there. And now, after talking to you, I think I will be dying to get there when everything is over.
I need to connect you with my friend Mike, he's a banker and he owns our company, and he brings in large groups too for golfing, and yeah, so he knows exactly what you're doing. Yes, he
Yes.
works with many investors.
Okay, that's excellent because we do go to Florida, Kissimmee. Kissimmee was not bad of a spot. Every year we go there twice a year. You know how to avoid the winter here, right? So in January, normally I take the trip there with a group of friends and investors. So maybe this time we'll switch the course a little bit to Panama, and that way we'll find out more about Panama. As you can see, we are globally linked. Anybody from the viewer here who's interested in Panama can always contact me or Joanne right there, and that way we can give you more information. And I can tell you, Joanne has a lot of experience in real estate. As you mentioned earlier, that we know each other for almost over 30 years, and 30 years.
You were just young then, Ray.
I know, but hey, life goes on, life is good, and Toronto,
Business, right? And then it's the best job.
yes,
You get so much joy from doing what you're doing. And I have to tell you, I prefer selling real estate here in Panama as opposed to Canada, because I meet people from all over the world and they all have a crazy story, and it's just like you meet the most fascinating people anywhere from like Dubai to Scotland. I mean, I showed people today homes from Romania, right? And it's like, Romania? What brings you from Romania? Germans, French people, Canadians, America. I mean, they're all coming. It's just a big melting pot of wonderful, wonderful people. And what I like is that they're bringing all of their talents here, and their ideas, and it's just, and I'm really seeing especially my little town. It's really evolving, and it's
Mhm.
and there's all kinds of great services from, again, we have a lot of people here from South Africa, and they're hardworking people, and they're all business owners, and so when I first came here, in 207, 208, like vegetables, you could only get like beets, carrots, onions, potatoes, and cabbage, and maybe some lettuce and tomatoes. That was it. So now we've got every kind of fruit and vegetable you could think of, and of course, what I like about is all the wonderful tropical fruit. I have banana trees, I have lemons, limes, avocados, and it's just, you would never starve here. You could walk down the street and get hit in the head with a banana. It's like, oh,
Well, that's good. We have countries like Thailand, Malaysia. We have durian. We have mangosteen.
oh,
Maybe that would be a good thing to bring it over there, right? So you get all kind of fruits.
tomatoes, and whatever you want. I love it.
Oh,
It is
okay.
it's a wonderful country. I feel very safe here. I'm not worried about the politics or the government. The government stays out of your face. They don't bother you at all.
Mhm.
As long as you're being a good citizen, and you just be a good human being, you'll have no trouble. You'll have no trouble.
So very good. Wow, thank you, Joanne, for giving such a good insight about Panama. And
Okay.
I can't wait to go there. Now, when everything is good now, actually, we are all open now. So as of next week, we are open. We don't have to wear masks anymore. So this is what the Canadian government has authorized us to do as of, but they still recommend people to wear masks. So let's hope everything goes well. And I'm looking forward to come over to
Perfect.
Panama and
Touch.
very much. Thank you very much for sharing this with me. And of course, the audience will love you when they go there. And if they have any questions, and again, just to remind you, those are to contact Joanne directly, or you can contact me. So to reach her, there's no problem. So I'm always there for you. So thank you, audience. Say
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to hear from some of you soon.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Bye bye.